Up north in Egypt, the government has announced that power outages, which started in the country since last July, will continue without determining the exact period for which Egyptians will have to make do with the situation. Now, the power outage was initially an average of 1 hour a day, but it's since then doubled to 2 hours a day, especially this week after Israel cut off gas supplies to Egypt. Here's Yasser Kim with more.
Egyptians celebrating the return of electricity resumption in a Cairo neighborhood. Blackouts have become a common theme in the North African country for the past few months. Akram Wefa, who owns a barber shop, says his business has been affected by the daily blackouts since July.
Power cuts happen twice or 3 times a day. It happens while working. We can't work in the dark, so I have to stop work till the electricity returns. Not just here, but all around the clock. Sometimes I use the mobile phone lights to work, but it's not practical.
When the cuts began in July, it was at a rate of 1 hour per day. Officials blamed it on the unprecedentedly high electricity consumption rates by Egyptians due to extreme hot weather during the summer. In spite of the improved weather conditions and therefore less gas consumption, the outages continued. In fact, they have doubled from 1 to 2 hours per day. Power stations are fueled by natural gas, which was concerning knowing that Egypt is a gas exporter.
Despite of being exporting some gas, we do not have that large or huge quantities of gas for export. We have limited resources that can be saved for a certain time for export. So what we're doing right now, we're allocating a certain quantity of gas for electricity generation. This certain gas volume is now not enough to produce the volumes that are required by the Ministry of Electricity.
Another development worsened the situation recently. Israel's gas exports to Egypt dropped from 800 million cubic meters per day to 0 since the outbreak of its conflict with Hamas, putting more pressure on Egypt's electricity grid and prolonging the power cuts that are in its 5th month. The government is speeding up gas exploration activities to increase supply, but is also tapping other sources.
Currently, the Ministry of Electricity has issued a tender for renewable energy, taking into consideration the new technologies such as the concentrated solar power, as well as improving the current efficiency of some power stations. This will lead actually to decreasing the gas quantity used for power generation.
Experts say these measures will also help Egypt achieve its strategy for renewable energy to account for 40% of total generating power by 2030. Yasser Hakim for CGTN, El Arish, Egypt.